Blackhawk Down covers the story of the Battle of Mogadishu in 1993 Somalia. The movie is extremely accurate regarding the events surrounding the operation, with some minor discrepancies, and portrays the events in Somalia very close to reality. The movie opens with a script explaining the situation in Somalia. The country has been torn apart by civil war and warlords, leading to mass famine and starvation. The US has sent troops in under President H.W. Bush to secure relief food shipments, but following their withdrawal, the warlord Adid declared war on UN troops in Somalia. The US and UN troops continued their relief actions in Somalia and focused on capturing Adid. It opens on October 3rd in 1993 at the US military base with the US Rangers and Delta Force. An informant has tipped them off to a meeting where high-level aides of Adid will be present. The operation, expected to last no more than an hour, will consist of Delta Force troops securing the targets at the meeting point, while Rangers secure the perimeter from Blackhawk helicopters. A convoy will come through the streets and extract the targets in Delta Force. The movie starts with minor issues. Primarily, a Ranger falls from a helicopter, requiring part of the convoy to escort him back to base. Things go wrong when a Blackhawk helicopter is shot down around 40 minutes into the operation. Another helicopter lands and extracts the surviving crew members. The ground troops and convoy push towards the crash site while taking heavy fire. The convoy becomes lost in the crowded and confusing streets and is forced to retreat after taking several casualties. The remaining ground troops bunker down in buildings surrounding the crash site to treat wounded and wait for rescue as they become surrounded.
Super 6-1 is hit. He is hit. Walcott's bird is hit. You want to pull those BCLs offline or what? Right, man. 6-1 going down. 6-1 going down. 6-1 is going down. He is going down. Super 6-1 is going down. 6-1 is going down. Super 6-1 is going down. 1 is going down. I repeat, Super 6-1 going
Meanwhile, a second Blackhawk has been shot down. There is only one survivor, the pilot Mike Durant. As a growing Somalian crowd converges on the second crash site, two Delta Force snipers, Gordon and Sugart, are dropped at the site and hold off the crowd. They are killed in action and Durant is captured by Adid's forces. The troops at the first crash site hold out through the night with air support until a column of UN armored vehicles arrive. The script reveals that 19 Americans were killed and an estimated 1,000 Somalians. Durant was released 11 days later, and Sugart and Gordon earned the Medal of Honor. US troops were pulled out by Clinton within the next year, and Adid killed in 1996. The events that take place during the actual assault are highly accurate. The specific plights faced by the troops almost exactly mirror real-life events. The description at the start explaining the situation in Somalia and further international involvement is true. Events such as the massacre of Pakistani forces really did happen, as did the deployment of US troops under General Garrison. The depiction of the soldiers in the base is also very accurate, particularly the tension between the Rangers and Delta Force, the relaxed air of the base, and the foreshadowing shortcuts taken preparing for the mission. The deaths shown include their causes and all names of the soldiers, closely followed accounts by participants. Finally, how the mission proceeded and how the soldiers reacted was startlingly true. From the mission start, all actions the soldiers took, from a Ranger falling out of a helicopter and being transported back, to the so-called lost convoy that also had to retreat, were very close to real life. Many of the small details, including a scene where one soldier picks up the hand of another soldier that was blasted off, are completely true. Everything from the scenery of the city to the clothing worn is historically accurate as well. The story had very few inaccuracies, which were primarily for dramatic effect or to shorten the runtime. Events such as the capture of Adid supporter Mr. Addo and the journey of the lost convoy through the streets were shortened to focus more on the overall story, but were still accurate for what was shown. Other minor details that were changed included the location of several deaths, the leaders of certain squads, and the names of some soldiers. Some critics complained that the movie glosses over the background and after effects, as well as ignores the Somalian point of view. Blackhawk Down was an incredibly accurate movie portraying the 1993 Battle of Mogadishu. It had only minor inaccuracies that were mostly due to necessity, but it is otherwise a phenomenal movie focusing on the battle and a fitting tribute to the soldiers who died.